Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today we are talking about perk cards that are changing, being updated or added with incoming March update. And just a quick thing, if you already checked some of those in the past from my videos or other people's videos, the bad news from the December release, those were updated at least twice, so the information may be outdated, what you know. There's a lot of them, you can see there's like 82 if I counted it right. Smaller or bigger changes, including all the Ghoul cards and human cards and hybrid cards that both can use. I don't know how to call it. I would say regular perks that both Ghouls and human can use. Some of those changes are very minor, so I will try to go fast. If it's very insignificant, stop a little bit longer on more interesting ones. So let's cover that. So Arms Keeper. This is changing, a very good change, will apply to all weapons, and the price is being reduced to 2 points. Really good card. Under Strap, like some change categories too. Could be indifferent previously and then be moved. I think Arms Keeper was under Strength, but some moved categories. Arms of Steel, that Ghoul specific. Really nice card, improving recoil. Barbarian, it's now scaling based on your strength, and you can get double the effect if you are not wearing armor. So cool. I like the change. Then Bone Shatter, just a scripting card for Ghouls. Brick Wall, very good one, but requires a high glow to maintain the stagger immunity. Can be made easier if your total health goes higher, as high glow is considered by a fixed value, so increasing your max health less percentage of the glow bar need to be filled for this perk to work. Portable Power, that's one that moved from intelligence into strength. All power armor will be lighter, all pieces, and only 2 points, so not bad. Then we have Radioactive Strength, very powerful one for melee. Does not work with auto melee, unfortunately. Not for auto melee, for classic melee. Huge amount of boost with power attacks. And, oh wait, this I think is old, my mistake. Strong Bag. This one will now give you more carry weight based on your strength, which is welcome. As you may notice, more and more perk cards is getting effects scaled with corresponding special. Trawling Pharmacy getting cheaper, 2 points. Outside of that, doing the same. Wrecking Ball getting cheaper and move from intelligence to strength. After that, we go to Perception Awareness. It's completely new. Now it gives you accuracy in watts based on your total perception. So that's accuracy card. If you wonder how can you see resistances on enemies, it's now moved directly into attribute of perception itself. So your ability to target limbs and see resistances is determined by your total perception of your character. Breathe It In, that Ghoul perk, reducing rat resist. Concentrated Fire now is not required to target limbs, and increase your damage per shot and accuracy the same as previously. It actually supposed to have this damage increase already in the past, but it never worked, so now it works. 3% damage per shot you can get extra. I think 10 stacks is the maximum. Then Crack Shot. This one is being changed now to incorporate all small guns. All small guns. Those are rifles, pistols, shotguns, regular ones. So basically everything that's not melee, heavy, or a launcher is a small gun. Picklock. This one is getting additional attribute of making picklocking easier. That applies to all picklocks. Then one for the Ghouls, extra accuracy in watts for faraway targets. Glowing Hunter, that's Ghoul one, not very useful one, so let's carry on. Other picklocks. Rat River, and a Ghoul one, not very powerful. It would be awesome if that would be more powerful. Refractor now gives you energy resistance based on your perception, so again scaling. Tank Killer is applying to all small guns now, so including pistols. Tank Killer is a perk for pistols now. All small guns. And shotguns. Pistols, shotguns, everything applies with Tank Killer. I think pistols were included previously. Now shotguns are too. Chem diet, that's again good one. Not very important one. Those are not changed, but they have lock. So that's a small change. I consider that a change as those go for human only. So if you see a lock on any of those perk cards, those are human cards from the Ghoul update. Ghouls will not be able to use them. And whatever perk cards are burned and with green outlier, those are Ghoul cards and humans will not be able to use them. If you share them, they will not work on humans and vice versa. Human cards will not work on ghouls. Glowing gut, that helps you get the glow if you are a ghoul from food. Then Ironclad, this one is now increasing amount of resistance as your armor provides. And it's doubled when you have a matching set. So 50% more protection from your armor. Let's say your chest piece provides you 100 damage resist. With this perk, if you have matching set, your chest piece will provide 150 damage resist and it applies to all resistances provided by armor. Does not work on the set effects themselves. For example, if you are wearing Union Power armor, the poison resistance will not be affected by Ironclad. That's separate. More human cards, as you may notice, there is a lot of human cards under Endurance. A lot of good ones too, like Natural Resistance is a human card. Ghouls cannot use, unfortunately. Radioactive Power, that's for ghouls. Another consuming glow for damage. More human cards, and then Ghoul card. Unfortunately not very powerful. 10% less damage from ballistic attacks if not wearing power armor, so that's a thick skin card. It's a little bit, not as huge. Then Bodyguards is changing, scaling with number of teammates and your charisma, and it's only 1 point now. And you may wonder, are there characters that play high charisma? Most likely there will be because of one other perk card related change. Inspirational will now give you bonus experience based on your charisma and will apply to teammates within 250 feet radius. But you need high charisma to benefit fully from that. I didn't do a full testing yet. How much can you push it? But I do plan to do it. Then there is some more Ghoul cards. I was talking a little bit more about those in the video I'm discussing the Ghoul itself. So I will not cover that again and talk the same thing all over again. Lone Wanderer scaling with charisma. I'm not sure if that's already live or that's coming. Moral support, that's a Ghoul card. Not super useful, but cheap. Then Spiritual Healer is now healing in 250 feet radius based on your charisma. So your teammates will get a passive healing with this card. You don't need to use anything, so it's completely changing how that card works compared to the live game version. Tenderizer, that's a huge change. That's a huge change. Now, it provides 0.1% bonus damage to a target, scaling up to 100% total, so requires 1000 hits, but all hits from you and teammates and everyone else count, so it's not very hard to achieve full 100% bonus. It's much higher than on live game version. It does require stacking over time, so it's not applied as fast as on the live game version, but can go much higher. So that's the biggest difference, and that's huge improvement for boss fights with Tenderizer. Ghoul card, United Ordeal. Then we have some cards for ghouls under intelligence for more damage with grenades. Unfortunately, consuming glow per each enemy hit, so really fast. Demolition Expert, the price reduction, it's only 3 points now, providing 60% bonus. Really good change. Hacker, similar to lockpicking, getting this additional benefit, this time shorter lockout time if you fail to hack a terminal. All hacker perks have this adjustment. Mad Scientist for the ghouls. After that, of course, Pharmacist is human only, as ghouls hate radaways. More Ghoul cards, Rat Specialist, Science Monster, really cool one. Action Ghoul, if you need even more AP regeneration as a Ghoul. all related to Onslaught perks. I have dedicated video explaining how Onslaught works. This one. The perk cards for pistols no longer exist. As you see, Gorilla is now damaged to close enemies with all weapons, all range weapons, not only pistols. Onslaught cards with stacking and adding max stacks, Gorilla Expert and Master for Onslaught. The Gunfu is now 90% maxing out, but it's additive again and not multiplicative. The Gun Runner is just speed when holding a ranged weapon. Any weapon, doesn't need to be a pistol. Keep in mind, if you already run Speed Demon, your speed is capped. Unless you change into Ghoul, the Ghoul has speed penalty, so therefore it can benefit with Gun Runner to undo the speed penalty. Gun Tricks, extra reload speed for Ghouls. One more, very powerful now, Gunslinger regular, weak spot damage 20%. So that's huge increase in power for almost all those new agility cards. It will be really hard to fit in all good agility cards in 15 agility. I could spend 30 agility points and still have some good cards left. So choices. You will need to do choices with all those cards being incredibly good. This one for reverse onslaught, explained in the guide too, so I will not stop too long again. Hyper reflexes, another one similar to evasion, but for ghouls, not really worth it. Jaguar speed, for ghouls giving extra speed, but high glow required to undo the ghoul's slow penalty. Mr. Sandman, now 100% sneak attack for all silent weapons, no night requirement, nothing like that, just flat out bonus for sneak and silent weapons with silencer. Modern Renegade, small guns, hipfire accuracy, and 100% limb damage. It's new because small guns, so you can use it with rifles and shotguns too. It's not limited to pistols anymore, all small guns. Packing light, now AP regeneration when you are not over encumbered. So for most of the time, I don't think anyone is running over encumbered on daily basis. Therefore, very good card. 1 point required to equip. Similar mechanic to Action Boy. I think it's like 25% packing light, so not bad. Then finally the last one's luck. Battle Jeans for ghouls, health regeneration, very bad. Faulty spots for ghouls, very good, increase the weak spot damage. Glowing criticals, extra damage with your criticals. Will you be able to squeeze it on your build? That's other question. And can you afford to spend glow for extra damage? Most of the glow related damage cards do offer multiplicative damage. So that's a bigger damage improvement than regular cards. But you pay for it. And Wild West Hand's really good for ghouls, 36% for instant reload. And those are all the new and updated cards. 81 of them if I counted it right. If I didn't count it right, my apologies. And that being said, which one is the best? Which one are you looking the most to see coming March? And that being said, thank you a lot for watching and see you all in the next one.